Welcome back to Let's Play Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I am Rota, and we're going to be getting right back into it. The reason why I say stop the last recording right where I did is because we have a boss. Legion, also known as Grand Falloon. There's a couple different ways to fight this boss, all of which I will be showing. I should have grabbed some hearts before this. That's haunting. I forgot it did that. Hearts, please. So, right now we're just kind of taking out the shell. Very slowly, in fact. But this should mulch it, because this does holy damage. Our main course of action is the juicy core at the center. The rest of that is just a shell of corpses. This would be pretty much the iconic look of Legion for the rest of its lifespan in the rest of the series. Unlike the rest of the series, we just killed it very easily. Oh, slow down. Alright. So that was Legion. I'll show off more ways to fight him next time. Also, keep note, that RIP is upside down. Interesting, that. And thank you for that. What is his level now? Level 9? That's not too bad. He's actually doing pretty well off. We need him way higher level, but he's not doing too bad. Mormagil, a new sword. Black sword, strong versus holy. Seems to be the counterpoint to holy sword, even though it's a little weaker. Seems like everything's gearing us up to take on Richter again. It's a little concerning. But I guess some things are meant to be. So I won't use Mormagil just yet. Now, let me see what's all left to do. There honestly isn't much, and this time I'm being truthful. There's not much prep work for us to do. Oh, another point. There are now platforms here, so for reasons, I don't know why, so that we can get out without having to use Form of Bat or the gravity boots. Which, considering that I would have needed them to... Actually, I guess you could have gotten here with the leap stone alone. Fair enough. But there's nothing left for us here in the cemetery. Or in the crypt. I've already forgotten what this place is called. And I can't see. So, I'm going to use one of our library cards. Because that gets us pretty close to where we need to be. also, hopefully, will have enough money now to do what I want to do. Let's put on... Where'd it go? Flamberge! I forgot how loud this was. I'm interested in selling that. Onyx and garnet. We actually have enough. Thank God. Joseph's cloak. Select color. Gives us +5 con, +1 luck. Now what exactly does that mean? Well, other than being the absolute best cloak in the game, it is completely jet black right now. That's interesting. If we go into System, Cloak Color, you can select the color of the cloak using RGB values. So of course I find pink immediately. No, what? I'm sticking with it. He's going to be fabulous for this episode. There we go. Now that we are the fabulous Alucard, we don't need any more cloaks for the rest of the game. Oh, that is too funny. That was completely accidental, but I'm rolling with it. This brings up an important point. I wanted this cloak for a couple of reasons. One is because, you know, it's just that good. And two, this is going to bring up a new thing that's going to be in each of the videos. I, myself, am a Dungeons & Dragons nerd. To some extent. I really like Pathfinder. As such, I have my own set of dice. Included in these are D10s, which, if you don't know, is a 10-sided die. Adding them together, adding 2 D10s together, pretty much gives you a D100. You use one for the 10's place and one for the 1's place. So, considering that each one, actually, I'm gonna have to find weirder dice. Oh, where did our pink go? I'm actually very concerned about this now. I found that one, but... I think it was like right there. Yeah, that's good enough. It's not as bright, but it does the job. Anyways, I'll figure something out. But essentially I'm going to be rolling dice to give me the number values for each place and the RGB values. So I'm going to have a random cloak color each episode for the rest of the series. Oh, there's a garnet that I never got. I'm kind of excited for that, and I'm really looking forward to it. Also, I've mostly gone in the entirely wrong direction because I'm intelligent. it's not that long of a trek now that we've got the abilities of flight and all this other such. It just hurts. Alucard the Fabulous. Upwards. Now, where are we going next, you may ask? It's a very important question. Well, first off, we're going to horse, because there's something I remembered that I've been forgetting for far too long. And I don't know why I forgot this for so long, but I did. I noticed this in editing lately and felt stupid. Life max up. We never got it. Okay. Now that we've done that, it's back to Lion. Now that we're here, we have to go back to church. Thankfully, it's not too deep into church, but it's still fairly deep in. And I always forget which one it is. That one? No. Next one. Yep. Son of a bitch, I even remembered. Kill my sword familiar. Or I will. Ow. I'm waiting for them to drop something. Because they do have something they've still yet to drop. But I'm not going to grind for it. Now that we're back at church, and now that we have the spike armor, there's a thingy we can get. This is probably going to be one of the more concise episodes of the series. Which is saying a lot so far. Considering episode 12. Son of a bitch. I actually want to keep Grand Cruz. And that's C-R-U-Z. That is what it's called. I didn't name it. This room. Remember, this was the no room. Well, we've got Spike Breaker now. And we reach this mist could pass wall. Also, when you have the Spike Breaker on, the mist can break spikes. That is amazing. In fact, everything can break spikes. I'm pretty sure Puppy can break spikes. Yes. It's fantastic and amazing, and I love it. And I'm going to break all of these spikes so I never have to deal with it again. If you didn't already have the Jewel of Open, you need it here. Maria, how did you get here?
So, did you find Rita?
I don't know if he's the one you're looking for, but I found a Belmont.
Really? So he is here.
But the one I saw was the enemy. He was the lord of this castle.
That can't be true.
You're welcome. I broke all the spikes for you. The silver ring. In tower. We'll find out what that means in a little bit. Now it's just this long trek back. Ow. No, thank you. And I think at this point, Spike Breaker is useless to us. Not sure on that one. But I'm going to use a shortcut back in Olrox's quarters. To get back to the marble gallery. Actually, no. I'll meet you guys back in the entryway. I'll meet you guys back at Horse. See you all then. Alright. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. So, now that we're back here, we have to go back to the Crystal Caverns. Now there's an easier way to where we need to go if we went through the marble gallery, but now that we can fly, there's no wrong way to get there. Fly and gravity boot, to be specific. Refill our money stocks. We're not going to need money pretty much for the rest of the game, but still good to keep a good stock. So we go back over here. Kill that frozen shade. And that one, we're almost up to 2 shots of Grand Cruz. That pleases me. Hello. Secret boots. Discreetly increases height. I'll show that off in a better area to show it. This works. Notice how high we are compared to the candle. Now look at how high we are. That's literally all it does. Stretches your pixels a little bit to make you a little higher. I don't know the point of it, or why one would use it, but it's there, I suppose. So, if you know any good use for it, put it in the comments. Other than that, it's pretty much a joke item, which nothing wrong with that. Okay, so there's that. We're almost where we need to be. Huh, blue knuckles. I didn't even know that they could drop those. Looks exactly like the knuckle duster sprite. Knuckles for uppercut use. Ha! Oh, you can use these while moving. Oh, god damn it. They don't have any special inputs, but they have that special hitbox. That's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, so now that we're here, we need to... Dang it. Tricky jumps. Go up here. Dang it, no. Stupid Xbox 360 D-pad. Yes, I am using an Xbox 360 controller for this, which is why I can't get off some of the shit sometimes. We get money. Another stopwatch. That might require some experimentation. Claymore. How good are you compared to Flamberge? Way worse. Way worse. Good to know. We were supposed to be here a long time ago, but instead this is the last place we will ever go. Okay. Meal ticket. Meal ticket. And a moonstone. Meal ticket and meal ticket. Moonstone. Improve status after sunset, which I am playing this after sunset. I'm going to equip that. Alright. So we've got a save point here. I'm going to use it as a heal point and nothing else. So let's see what we've got over this direction. A, save point. That's weird. Oh well. Might as well save. Or... And I'm not controlling this.
Mother!
That voice! Alucard, it's you!
I'm coming, Mother! I'll save you!
No, Alucard! Don't come here!
But Mother!
It's all right. If my death can save others, I'd gladly surrender my life.
Mother, no! Please, no!
Yes, Alucard. Watch me die, and remember always my last words to you.
Yes, Mother.
You must despise humans. They are to be your prey.
What?
Better for them to die than to let them compound their sins. Begin by slaying that one over there.
No, it wasn't like this.
What's wrong? Alucard.
My mother never said such a thing.
What do you mean? Kill them and bring them happiness.
No, you're not my mother. What kind of demon are you?
You broke free of my spell. I like that.
Alright. This is the succubus. She's not a particularly hard boss, but she is unique and wears no pants. Okay, and apparently those only do damage when she first sends them out and then retracts them. And she's already done.
I smell your blood. You're a vampire? Could it be? That strength, that beauty. You're the son of Lord Dracula.
Death in the dream world will send your soul wandering for eternity, demon.
Wait, I beg of you.
Scratch one succubus. And we get the gold ring. Wear clock. Well, that's a fairly straightforward message if you put 2 and 2 together. But we're not quite yet. We're not quite ready to end off this episode. I'm going to end on on what doing so means. Ah, shit. And I see a spider on my wall, and it's very distracting. And I want nothing more than to pause and get it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let it do its own thing and be chill. For right now. That's satisfying, though. Now, if you remember, this will put us out. It'll pop us out just about where we need to be. And there's a zircon. Now, although it said to wear those 2 in the clock tower, that's a little misleading. You can go back to the clock tower proper, you know, that place where we had to use damage boosting shenanigans to progress all the way back when. But that's not actually what they want you to do. It's weird like that. I don't know why they word it like that, or that's a problem in the translation, or if it's just a well-hidden secret. Kinda like the stopwatch shenanigans before, and if you remember where those happened, there you can probably guess where we need to wear these rings. Okay. So, put on the silver ring, and enter here, and nothing changes. But if you wear the gold ring as well, and enter, suddenly everything changes. And for those who can count, the clock told the mysterious 13th hour. And the clock hands go back to their normal position. So going over here, we get another life max up and a heart max up. Our current total is 182 hearts. That makes the Grand Cruz a little more viable. And another save point. 3 bosses in 1 episode? Let's do it. Or is it? Certainly seems imposing enough to be a boss room.
Your card?
That voice, Maria?
I'm sorry. You were right. He has joined forces with the enemy.
So it was a Belmont after all.
But someone must be controlling him. Whatever we do, we can't harm Richter.
But he must be stopped.
I know. Well, here. Take these with you.
What are these?
If you wear these, you can see beyond evil illusions.
Thank you. 'Tis best then if you pray for the soul of your friend.
Bye, Maria. Thanks for the glasses. Those were the holy glasses. The final piece of equipment that prepares us for Richter. They don't do much more actually, they do worse defense than the steel helm, but they do give us some decent intelligence. Now we are on the fast track to getting one of two endings. I'm going to rip away the curtain a little bit for this and say that there are two endings that we can get here. And I will be getting both of them. I'm going to try and show off as many of the endings as I can. Which, if I do everything right, I should be able to show all of them. But I'm prone to making mistakes sometimes. We're still not quite done. Well, we are, but we aren't. We've been everywhere in the castle that we're meant to be. But I'm going to get these real quick. A strength potion. Nothing. And a hammer. And we've already been over there. So I will meet you all back at Horse again. Maybe. No, yeah. It'll be better if I meet you guys back at Horse. And next time, we're going to be getting back into the fray with Richter. And now that we have the holy glasses, maybe we'll be able to save him, like Maria suggested. I hope we can, but let's be honest. I know for sure that we can, but hopefully it won't take us too long to show off both endings. Fuck you. It's what you get for that torment earlier. And next time we'll have a new color of cape. So look forward to that. Yeah, that didn't take too long. That was pretty much my outro. So, I've been Rota Abyssian, and I'll see you all next time. Cheers! It's time to show off different ways to fight our good friend, Grand Falloon. First off, I'm going to be using the shield rod with the heart crest, just to kind of show off what this does. Hi, naked lady. Protection from fire and thunder. That's very nice. So I'm going to equip... Let's see, is the Herald Shield our best shield at this point? It's on par with the Shaman Shield, yes. So I'm going to be using that, and the Holy Sword. There is an unleash to it. Good. So this is going to be the fight pretty much proper with Legion. Kind of how you're supposed to do it. Hellfire. Now what they expect you to do is to break off all of the pieces of Grand Falloon. This is not a good idea, but it's kind of what they expect you to do. Because it drastically changes the fight. As you break off pieces of the shell, corpses become less frequent, thankfully. They're kind of annoying at the start. I kind of hope I don't kill him accidentally. This is why this is a bad idea. He then starts doing this constantly. But he's pretty much dead after that anyways. Yeah, never do that. That's a bad idea. But there's another way to fight Grand Falloon. The other way to fight Grand Falloon is to use our shield rod and iron shield. I'm already annoyed. Okay. To set this up, I'm going to fly over here. And I'll get about here. Look at that damage. Three of those, and he is down. They are down. Whatever. Easy. Free, in fact. And those are the various ways to fight Grand Falloon. Use whichever is your best aquatic navigational flotation apparatus. Cheers!